This call is now being recorded.
All right, everybody, welcome to tonight's session. Um, what we are going to be doing tonight is a project showcase from one of our interns. From our project management team. They've worked on a particular project, and she's going to be presenting smarter anticoagulant dosing through precision medicine. This is a project they've worked on in the past few weeks, and she will be presenting it to us, taking us through the journey, how they achieve certain kind of things with all those technical details within the project management scope. So I'm excited to have you here today. So a little brief about Amdari. So Amdari is a platform that helps tech professionals gain career work experience through internship. Like, we notice that there is a gap between people who are technically sound or theoretically sound when it comes to the tech field, and quite a number of people are not competent enough in the job market. A lot of people send out applications times without number, and they get ghosted, they don't get reply, they get to the first stage of interviews, and they don't get called back after that particular stage. And then we began to see or spot some gaps that these people need to do, most especially gaps that they need filled up, most especially in terms of certain skills, in terms of certain job portfolio, and so on and so forth. Those gaps is where Amdari comes in. Amdari has been able to spot this gap and provide a solution to that particular gap. That is what Amdari does. So what is this gap? We provide real world practical experience through hands-on projects for people who are looking to get a tech job, most especially in the UK, Canada, and so on and so forth like that. So if you're the kind of person that you've gained some work experience in project management, data analysis, data science, data and business analysis, cyber security, and so on and so forth like that, especially these case scenarios that I've mentioned, this kind of what's it called fields that I've mentioned, I'm going to recommend that you stay to the end of this particular session because it promises to be an amazing one. And I'm going to be adding the link to what's it called? The link to our attendance form for you to be able to fill. You are going to be getting the slides of this session. You're also going to be getting some amazing offer. If you're able to stay at the end of this session, you're also going to be getting the recording of this session and so on and so forth like that. So that's a little brief about Amdari. And if you're the kind of person that fall into any of you have been trying to apply for a job in the UK market, in Canadian market, and you have been struggling to get a job, just basically you get ghosted, you don't get called back, I will really implore you that you stay to the end and listen to what we have to say. But just a quick one, who am I? My name is Olumide Egbemakinde. I'm a data-driven growth specialist with expertise in media buying strategy, entrepreneurship, and marketing. I have been helping tech enthusiasts like yours or tech professionals like yours transition into job placement roles in the United Kingdom and everywhere across the world. I have a special interest in edtech, growing edtech businesses in terms of growth marketing, in terms of lead generation, and so on and so forth, in order for them to be, in order just to achieve those goals, those numbers. And I currently lead growth at Amdari, and I use data to be able to make some of these decisions that help businesses to grow their portfolio. So if you can relate to this struggle, number one, if you're a graduate that is full of potential, but you're struggling to break into your dream industry because, simply put, you lack experience. Recruiters, when they do interview for you, they look like there's something missing. Seems like you don't get it. I will recommend that you listen. If you are a mid-career professional and you are just feeling too overwhelmed by how fast-paced the project management industry is, the cybersecurity management, it feels like you are still learning a particular tool, and all of a sudden you are seeing a debate online that these other two tools are better than that one. You're like, where can I even start from? Do you understand what I'm saying? You are so confused about how fast-paced, how everything is changing. One One time you're using ChatGPT for something, then there's nano bananas. One time you're using this for something, and then there's a new tool that beats that, and you just keep struggling. It is not a time for you to give up. It's time for it's a sign that you're on the right path, you're interested. And I'll employ you to stay to the end of this session. And also, if you're an immigrant professional and you have been facing endless rejection, count hundreds and hundreds of applications weekly. Some ghost you, some don't even, some reply you with, oh, uh, thank you for your application, but you don't even bother opening those kind of things anymore. Then you should wait till the end of this session. It promises to be an amazing one. So before we go on, we would do what we are here for today, which is to what? Listen to our consultant share our experience based on the project that they worked on within the Amdari Internship Program. I'll stop sharing my screen now and hand over to Priscilla.
Okay. Olumide, can you hear me? Sorry, I'm muted. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. I'm giving you access as a co-host so that you'll be able to share your screen.
Okay.
All right, you should have access now. You have the floor.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Priscilla Dogwanyada, and I'm currently interning with Amdari as a project management consultant. I'll just start sharing my screen so I go right into the presentation. Okay. Sorry. Please give me a sec. Let me get this done. Okay. Oh gosh. Please let me fix this. My laptop is up. Let's fix this.
All right, I think we'll be waiting for you. So while she's away, can you unmute yourself and tell us where you are joining us from today? Anybody want to unmute themselves and tell us where they're joining us from? You can also type in the comment section if you're busy. Nobody is saying anything. I guess you're really, really busy at this point in time. Oh, Larawaji from South End, UK. Oh, Godfrey from Uganda. Oh, wow. How's Uganda this evening?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, Priscilla.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I don't know why this evening my laptop decided to give up on me. I'm so sorry.
No, no problem.
Okay.
Hi, Adela from Lagos. Welcome. Hi. All right.
Okay, I'm ready. So we are
Yeah,
ready.
please go on.
Okay. All right. Okay, everybody. I'm so sorry for the the technical challenge that just occurred. Once again, my name is Priscilla Dogwahiada, and I'm currently interning with Amdari as a project management consultant. And I'm very excited today to share with you a project that we worked on some couple of weeks ago. This project personally is very exciting to me because after 2020, that's after COVID, if there are some health practitioners on this call that attest to the fact how the health sector is transitioning or is trying to fuse in more tech to make their work smarter and more efficient to help people. So this project, personally, I really, loved working on it. So I'll go straight into it. The project was for us to build a smarter anticoagulant dosing through precise medicine. And our sponsor, I'll give a brief background of our sponsor or our clients, I would say. Our client is Janexa Health Insights. It's a Utah-based healthcare technology that was founded in 2008 by researchers and then clinical specialists. Janexa focuses on helping hospitals and patients get better treatment, and they do this by using the DNA of patients, health history, and smart technology to guide medical decisions. Now, from the time of it was funded, they had some milestones, some achievement that were done, and a few was that in 2010 they released their first DNA test for consumers. In 2014, they expanded into tests that show how people respond differently to medication. And in 2017, they started working with hospitals to add genetic reports into patients' records. In 2020, that was quite recent, they launched AI dashboards that help doctors make quick decisions. And looking at their market presence, they have over 50 million users globally. They work with hospitals, insurance companies, and research centers. So that's Janexa Insights for you, and that's our client that we developed this product for. Now, with all these achievements and all these, milestones, Janexa Insights had a challenge. And what was their challenge? Looking at the decisions that these researchers and these health professionals had to do. They had one business challenge that was warfarin dosage. This warfarin is a common blood thinning medication used to prevent strokes and dangerous blood clots. But then people react to warfarin very differently. Some needed small dose, whilst others needed much more. And this was risky because one wrong dosage could, cause death. And what we did with this, we tried to look at the challenges that this had for patients, the clients, which is Janexa Health itself, and then hospitals. The challenge for patients was that one, risk of bleeding. If the dosage was too high, the blood becomes too thin, which can cause internal bleeding. Risk of clotting. If the dose is too low, the blood remains too thick, which can lead to clots or even stroke, which can also lead to death. Unpredictable experience. Patient can get worried because their dose may change frequently, especially in the early stages. The next one is that trust erosion. Patients expect personalized healthcare, but are often given one size fits all dosing, which reduces confidence in both clinicians and genomic medicine. And then lastly, quality of life. Extended stabilization, which could take weeks to months, can cause anxiety, and this is on the part of both clinicians and then patients, and require frequent INR monitoring and disruption of life. When we go to the hospital, they take more medical risk because incorrect dosing can lead to emergency intervention or close monitoring. Higher costs, where patients may stay longer in hospital due to unstable warfarin levels and um, time-consuming process. Doctors and pharmacists spend time adjusting doses repeatedly through trial and error because they do not have the accurate dosing to give to their patients. And then the challenge on our client itself, which is Janexa Health Insights, need to show um, measurable improvement in safety and accuracy. And this has to do with compliance, strong competition, because other companies are also developing AI-based dosing tools, which has really put them high in the market. So this was a challenge for Janexa. And then hospitals want evidence. They require proof that the tools improve outcomes and safety. And this is connected to the strong competition, because when hospitals see that your innovation is working, it saves them time and also improves on their outcomes. Now, to why this project um, was important. The goal was to move from guesswork and general guidelines to precision dose, and meaning each patient gets a warfarin dose tailored to their body, genetics, and health profile. Because, as I stated earlier, although they had all these milestones, when they were given this warfarin dose, they just go with one size fits all. There was no measurable, gauge for them to see that, oh, looking at your genetics or looking at your body or your health profile, this is what you need and all that. So why now? um Healthcare is shifting towards personalized treatment, and um once again, if your work is focused on healthcare, you could attest to this fact. Regulators such as the Food and Drugs Authority, sorry, that's FDA, want safer, more reliable dosing system, and that's tailored to compliance as well. Hospitals are seeking tools that reduce medication error and improve patient outcomes. And now people are looking at easy ways to get the same work done so that they could, save costs and also improve on the services that they give their patients. Looking at the strategic benefits of this project, it's going to improve patient safety. It's going to help doctors make faster and more accurate decisions, position Janexa Health as a leader in precision medicine, build trust with hospital and partners, and then reduce the time clinicians spend doing guesswork to adjust medication manually. Now, for our project objectives, these were our project objectives. I'll quickly go through. One was predictive model. We wanted to build a predictive model that recommends the right warfarin dose for each patient. The next is to use patient data such as their genetics, their medical history, their age, weight, race, and lifestyle factors. Utilize this data to give us the accurate dose that we need for the patient. The next is intuition dashboard. We wanted to create a simple dashboard where doctors or clinicians can enter patient details and get an accurate dose which is recommended instantly. The next is safety and integration. We wanted to ensure that the tool is safe, transparent, and easy to integrate into any hospital system, not any sophisticated equipment that will become, redundant or become dormant over the years. And wanted to reduce adverse drug events and improve patient safety. Next, which has to do with compliance, we wanted to stay compliant with evolving precision medicine regulation. The next one is market differentiation, where we differentiate services, attracting healthcare partners to Janexa Insight. And then the next one is patient trust. We're there to strengthen patient trust with personalized recommendation. And then lastly, operational efficiency. We're there to enhance operational efficiency through AI-driven automation to help clinicians and health practitioners in general. So the methodology and approach that we used was that we used the agile um, agile methodology. We used 2 week sprints to deliver. This was we broke or we divided, I would say, we put the work into smaller manageable phases for us to, do our checks and make sure that whatever that we are doing, it's in order. We held regular check-ins with our stakeholders, our data scientists, and our business analysts to put together the required document that we needed for this project. And then we identified risk early that had to do with data quality, because we'll be doing, as I said, with the project objective, we're going to use data utilization, privacy, because we'll be using people's information, right? So we identified risk that had to do with privacy, and then regulatory concern. We wanted to make sure that we are the things that we are doing are regulated with the right standard. And then we tracked every requirement when we started from our idea development to when we tested the product to its delivery to the client. And then with the business analysis side, what we did was that we interviewed the clinicians, because they were the ones who were going to use the product, wanted to understand the real problem on the ground when they were using this warfarin, they were using this dose, right? We mapped out the current dosing process where we used our access and to be. The to be was when we looked at how the product would look like after we used AI to improve it, right? How would the process now be efficient for these clinicians? We translated the clinical needs into clear system features. Now, after we did that, we defined the success metrics. We used through our testing, we checked to see if there were fewer dosing errors, faster dosing decisions that has to do with giving the right accurate dosage at instantly, right? That was what we did. And then smooth integration into hospital workflow. We wanted to make sure we check that this product is fused into their workflow easily. It's not any sophisticated product that they will be struggling to use. And on the data science aspects, we collected the patient data that was with the age, the race, their DNA markers, medical history, medication, and their lifestyle, whether they were, they take alcohol more often, they are smokers, and all that. We cleaned and labeled and prepared the data to ensure accuracy. We built and compiled models, multiple models with extra trees, decision trees, and deep learning models. Used explainability tools like Line to show why each dose was recommended, and then we tracked model versions and performance using the ML flow, right? And then lastly, with our technical deployment using fast API service, we built a service that the hospital can easily plug into their system. Again, not anything sophisticated, something very simple that any clinician should be able to use. We created a very interactive dashboard where clinicians can enter patients' information and instantly receive recommended warfarin dose, and then added a real-time monitoring to track prediction accuracy and update the model as needed. So this was our methodology and how we approach the projects. So the solution that we delivered, and we delivered an AI-powered precision warfarin dosing system. And what myself and the team did was that after testing it, the products predicted the safest and most accurate warfarin dosage for each patient. So now it's been personalized for each. There's no guesswork. Uses clinical history and lifestyle data to reduce guesswork. So here, the clinicians were able to, input your age, your clinical history, whether you are diabetic, you have ulcer, anything that has to do with your health history, it was put in there. And then the system also asks for your lifestyle, whether you are a frequent smoker, you drink more often and all that, so that when we put in this information. It could just give us the right dosage that you need. So personalized healthcare. And this reduced the guesswork for clinicians. They didn't have to now, come and be asking you and putting everything manually, which also wasted time. The system explained how it arrived at each recommendation. This was done by using Lime to do this. The system also provided a clean, easy to navigate dashboard for clinicians, which I've also explained. And using fast API, there was smooth integration into the hospital system. And then lastly, supports currently ongoing with monitoring and continuous model improvement, because we know as the weeks go, as months go, as the year goes, new development keeps coming up. So we keep giving support to improve and make the service better for clinicians and also patients and Janexa Insights with our clients. To our results and impact, there was personalized dosage. So now clinicians now get personalized dosage recommendation in seconds, because all they need to do is to put in the data that they collect from the patient, and then instantly in seconds the recommended dosage is given to each person. This reduces guesswork and try and error adjusting, which saved a lot of time for the clinician, improved patient safety by reducing risk of bleeding and clotting. And this had to do with the warfarin itself, because if you give more, it could lead to blood clot, and if you give little, it could lead to internal bleeding, which later can lead to death. So this particular product, what we developed, actually helped improve patient safety. And then faster and more reliable treatment decision. And this is tied also into the personalized way, because we are able to reduce guesswork, we are able to, get personalized dose recommendation in second. It makes everything easier, simpler, and faster. And then next, stronger positioning. This gave Janexa Insights ahead into the game when it comes to AI and fusing health and then tech in the space. They were also up there when it comes to technology and then healthcare. And then lastly, a scalable platform that can later support other medications. So this was like a footstep that when the after this warfarin dosage, there are other medications that can also do um, um, similar approach, so that they will be able to scale up and also do same as we did for this warfarin dosage. So to conclude with, through strong collaboration between myself, our business analyst, and our data scientists, we're able to help Janexa Insight deliver a precision warfarin dosing system that improves patient safety and supports the future of personalized medicine. And this project demonstrated how healthcare fused with technology can work together to make treatments safer, smarter, and more efficient. So that's our projects for you. I'll stop sharing and I'll welcome questions and comments. Thank you very much. Back to you, Olumide.
Thank you so much, Priscilla. So does anyone have any question, observation for Priscilla? Does anybody want to ask a question? All right, Karen.
Yeah, I just want to find out this AI system you're using, was it embedded in the patient system, or was it a separate system that you created that they would be using? Or a separate AI? Was it like, would you access it in the patient's records electronic records, or was it like a separate app on the computer that the doctors could use?
Okay, so this was for the clinicians at the hospitals, right? So when you come to the service providers, this system was done for them. So when you come to them, they would, use it to administer the warfarin for you. So it wasn't on the patient side, it was mostly on the clinician side.
Okay, so it was separate.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you, Karen. Does anybody have any other question for Priscilla? All right, thank you. In the absence of any other question, thank you so much, Priscilla. I'll be sharing my screen now so that we can get right into the other parts of what we are discussing today. So, thank you once again, Priscilla.
You're welcome, Olumide.
All right, thank you. Let me just see. Why is my... Please confirm if you can see my screen, everybody. All right, so back to what we're discussing. Priscilla is one of our consultants. She's also interning with Amdari, and she has been able to gain reward experience. She's currently gaining reward experience on project. And she just presented one of the projects that she has been able to, what's it called? She has been able to work on. And they have worked on as a team. So how do you gain the reward experience that Priscilla just presented casually as if it's not a big deal, when in fact it's a big deal? It's something that can make the difference between a recruiter hiring you for a sponsorship role or not. This is how it happens. A quick rundown of about Amdari again. We are a platform that helps people gain reward experience that actually turns into jobs. We've noticed that quite a number of platforms just teaches you theoretical experience. You say after you've learned that theoretical experience, you gain some level of knowledge and adoption of what you want to do. Come to us and let us help you refine that into real life projects that you are going to be working on, real problems, real projects that has different kind of data for you to be able to present to recruiters and say, oh, this is over the last 1 year, I've worked at Amdari as a data science consultant, and this was the project I worked on. This was that project I worked on. Someone like Priscilla can easily even present this session as part of training that she did for a team, and so on and so forth like that. There are many layers to how we position you as a qualified or a competent consultant when you go through the Amdari program. So let's start. What do you get with the Amdari program? Number one, you get a rebranding, a complete rebranding of how you view the job market, right, to your next steps. So first thing first would be, we first give you project-based experience, right? And number one thing on the project-based experience is you get to work on real industry-based projects, right? You get to work on multiple industry experience. So say for example, you can work on health to this, at this point. Next month you can work in a total different field, say sports. You can work on in the tech field, like different field, so that when a recruiter, one of the disadvantages that you're going to have for any recruiter is when a recruiter is asking you questions and you are giving the same kind of examples, you are using one project to answer all of the questions you have been asked. That does not what was it called, say a lot about your experience. But when a recruiter asks you a particular question, you answer with this project. They ask you another question, you answer with another project. They ask you another, you sound like, oh yeah, this is a competent hand. You get to work with cross-functional teams now. Recruiters ask different kind of questions. Oh, give us an example of a time where you were able to work with a team to achieve a result. You give those examples with some of the projects that you work with at Amdari. If you go through our YouTube channel, you'll realize that there was our last week's internship presentation. We had two, what's it called? We had two teams present for us last week on a particular project that they had worked together as an Amdari consultant. And these things happen quite a number of times. You have multiple role experience. You also have multiple technology experience. You're not just using, you know, just one kind of tool, AI tools there, technical tools there, different kind of tools in order for you to be able to get that valuable experience that positions you as an industry expert. So another thing is teamwork and project collaboration. I think I've explained it the other time. You also have an increased confidence for future roles. Now you are no longer going into interviews fidgeting or overly preparing, overly doing what was it called? Overly doing what you're not supposed to do. Now you already know what you need to do in order for you to be able to seem competent and sound competent. You also have good advantage in the fact that you have access to industry experts for networking. You are on a journey with many people that are already going along the same journey that you are going in, so that what was it called? When people are spotting opportunities, you are in a prime position for you to put yourself out there, if you understand what I'm saying. We also instill within you employability skills, CV revamp and review. We help you review your CV. We teach you how to revamp that CV in a way that you are not applying for, you are not using your care job CV to apply for a cyber security CV. You are much more competent with your CV. You are able to also do it by yourself. There's also LinkedIn optimization. I'm sure that many people here, you haven't updated your LinkedIn in a long time, and you are a project manager, you're a data analyst. That is not proper. There is a way you position your LinkedIn that you get to be seen in an impactful way. We also have one-on-one mentorship sessions. We have people who are mentors who have walked the journey that you are currently trying to work on, and they've done it repeated times. You get to have a one-on-one session with them. Career coaching is also part of the things that we offer. You get coaching for your career. How do you want your trajectory to go like? What are the things you can do, and how you should go through that journey? From after the first month, from month 2, you should be able to start applying for jobs, and you will discover that through job applications now you'll be getting interviews. Whenever you get interviews, you reach out to us that, oh, you have an interview. We take you through an interview preparation process that can enable you to land a job or take you to the next level. We also provide a job reference letter for you. Like, our job reference letter has been a big difference for people who have joined the Amdari Internship Program, because at the end of every interview process that you are in competition with others, and people need to be able to verify that you can actually do that from people who are already industry experts. Our co-founders, the likes of Adeza and Nefemina, they are amazing people that they are at the top and at the peak of the industry. They are founders, they are in that mate. When this kind of people give you reference letter, it takes your, what is it called? It takes the value of yourself as a candidate, takes it to the next level, and you easily will be able to get that job when you get to that stage. And we also provide on the job support. After you get a job, it's not, oh, over, thank you for coming and everything, you've already gotten the job. No. You are still figuring it out on the road, which is why we provide on the job support for you, irrespective of when you get it, whether you get a job or not. So listen to some of our success stories. I want you to take you to some of our success stories. This is Francis Afua. So you can, if you fill the, let me copy the attendance form for you so that you can be able to fill it right now. If you've not filled the attendance form, because you need to get access to this list, you need to be able to click some links within my slides Thereby, you can be able to reach out to somebody like Francis and just ask him about his experience within the Amdari program. How did he do it? How did he get a job? Like, what's, just asking questions, because people that make inquiries with us usually reach out to some of these people and ask them questions about their experience, knowing what they do now. So Francis got a job at Deloitte, right? So I'm just pasting that in the comment section. Try to fill the, oh, sorry, seems like I copied the wrong thing. All right, I've copied the form into the comment section. So Francis got a job as a project manager at Deloitte. You see it's here, project management consultant Amdari. And this is him here telling his coach Brown that one day I just got a call from Deloitte that the interview was successful, starting onboarding in August. To God be the glory. And if you're an Igbo, you know that one name is brother. Up and can you see now, you do pass up Amdari, up Mr. Brown. So Francis got a job at Deloitte UK. When you get access to this slide, you can also click on the link here to listen to Francis' testimony. Look at look at this. Look at Dora. She got a job offer as the compliance analyst in the UK. And she even had to reject the job because it's in London and it's 6 hours away. Having become that good to the fact that you can even reject some jobs because it is too, maybe because of family and so on and so forth. It is just too far for you. And now look at Larry. Larry also got a job as a business analyst in the UK. When you go to our YouTube channel, all of these people's testimonials, their experience with the Amdari program, how how they were able to get a job. I'm going to play some testimonials, by the way, so that you can see how they got a job and so on and so forth. They are all, yeah, you can check it on all our YouTube channel. Just search for Amdari and you'll be able to see it there. I also play some. So Feisayo too, she got a job as a data scientist in the UK during our work experience program, not after our work experience program. 2 months into our work experience program, she had already gotten a job as a data scientist. Now, this is Damilola. Damilola has also landed the senior role in procurement in the UK before the completion of her internship. She was still doing her internship, but she got it. We have so many testimonial. There is what was it called? This is Jerry. This is what was it called? Sorry, I'm already skipping too much. So this is Adewumi, right? Also got a job. This is Jerry, also got a job. Various people are, getting jobs within the Amdari program. Vivian also got a job. In fact, Vivian got a job as a data scientist in the UK. She got another remote job also in France. This was the email that she wrote to Efemina, one of our co-founders, when she got the job. Do you understand me? So quite a number of things are just really, really, we are doing so many good things within the Amdari program. And you really, really need to sign up for our program. So let me just play one or two of our testimonials for you so that you can see.
You got a job offer just a few months, I think about 2 months into the program. So
Please
how
confirm
does
if you
that
can.
feel? You got a business analyst role. So how does that feel?
Yeah,
Confirm if you can hear.
feels exciting. Yeah, feels exciting.
Yeah. Amazing. That's actually great to know. So what specific skills or experience from this Amdari program would you really say gave you that confidence to ace your interview?
So I would say being in the shoes of a consultant actually helped because you're solving business cases, you're preparing the documentation. So having deeper experiences or having first-hand deeper experiences into creating all the business requirement documentations, using all of those tools, going deeper into business analysis itself was a good one for me. So it just helped prepare me for whatever interview was coming.
Awesome. So what would you say the reaction of the recruiters was like during the interview process? You ended up landing in senior business analyst role, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what was the reaction like when they saw the quality of the project, or even from you talking about the projects you worked on? What was their reaction like as a result of what you built, the experience you gained, and what you could do?
I could only see a reaction of, okay, this is the girl we are looking for. This is the person we want to work with, right? And that was because having had experience working with those processes as a consultant in Amdari, I was able to defend those projects, talk about the project in depth. I was able to talk about the tools used in the project, cost of the project, benefits, which is everything you would learn and do as a consultant in Amdari. So the only reaction I got was, this is our girl, this is the person we want. Because even at the interview there, they already started asking me how long I needed.
So I hope you were able to hear the part where she said, people literally said, this is our girl. The recruiter said, this is our girl. This is the person we want. This is who we want to hire. That is how level changing the Amdari Internship Program is, from somebody who has been trying to apply for a job for a long time for her to now finally get a job. This is another person that also got a job within the Amdari program. This is
Congratulations on securing a data analyst role in the UK. We are more than happy that you're sharing this news with us. Congratulations are in order. Getting a job is always a struggle. So what would you say your biggest challenge was, in the job search phase, especially as someone trying to get a first job in tech? What was your biggest challenge as a job seeker?
Thank you for the question. At all. I think they call it ghosted, like they actually ghosted you.
So I need to refresh. I noticed that explain the replay is not so. I don't like the way it is not playing properly.
Congratulations on securing a data analyst role in the UK. We are more than happy
with you. So you have to keep on upgrading yourself, keep on being on the top of your game. Yeah, so Amdari, like I told a friend of mine a few weeks ago, and one of the best decisions I made this year is Amdari, and I'm happy, sincerely.
Actually, so how would you say that?
I hope you've heard what Opeyemi said. One of the best decisions. I hope you heard what Opeyemi said. One of the best decisions she made this year was joining the Amdari program, and that could be it too. The year is not over. This is just December 5. You could make that decision by joining the Amdari program to before the end of this year and start achieving your job goals and goals in the beginning of 2026. If you understand what I mean. So, why are we here? I'm here to tell you that you need to join our next call that begins tomorrow. Wow, I know that the next call begins tomorrow, but just looking at the fact that this will be our last course for the year, as just when we realize that we've come a long way this year, last quarter of the year. And this has just been an amazing one, and I'm going to implore you that you need to join this course. This is the last course for the year. After this, we close for the year, and what's it called? We resume again in January. But they've started getting onboarding emails. You need to join this course before it's slam shut. They have about 2 weeks more of just introducing them to what they are going to be doing, how they are going to be doing it, and so on and so forth like that. And most important thing is that we have a discount that is ongoing at the moment, right? And that discount is a sweet one. You are going to be paying for a 3 month program and getting 4 months free at a discounted price of £310. Amazing thing is that you can pay for you can pay a monthly, you can have there's a monthly payment of 103, 103, 103. Do you understand what I mean? I hope you do understand. Like if you this your first payment will be 103, your next payment in January will be 103, and your last payment will be 103 in February, and you get a 1 month free. If you have taken a course in data analysis, data science, data engineering, business analysis, these are the career experience internships that we offer. Data analysis, we offer in data analysis, data science, data engineering, business analysis, project management, SOC analysis, and threat intelligence. We also offer it in ethical hacking and penetration, governance risks, and compliance too. And these are some of the things you get, like I mentioned: CV and LinkedIn makeover, interview, what's it called? Mastery preparation. You get access to an exclusive remote job board. The job boards whereby you see on LinkedIn or Indeed on everywhere. This is not what you are getting access to. You have access to paid platforms where we source for jobs for you. We also have a personal portfolio website to showcase your skills. Our portfolio website is for life. You own it. You can easily upload your portfolio there. These are the projects that you worked on. So a recruiter is not asking you, oh, we need to see your portfolio. Just send them the link to your website and they see your portfolio, they see what you have done, and you are good to go. You have an international work reference letter. Like our reference letter are so good. It is a difference sometimes between people getting a job and not getting that job. We also have a mentorship session that happen every Thursday from industry experts and career coaching. I'm going to drop the link to pay in the comment section now, and I'll be taking your questions at the same time. Like I mentioned earlier, I will really there is nothing more I wish for somebody than for them to join this program. Peter said I should forward the sites. Sorry, what sites? Are you talking about filling the form, Peter? All right. So I'll be taking questions now. Oh, filling the form, Peter. Peter, are you in any of our group? If you are joining are you in any of our groups? Our community manager can send it into the group. All right. If you have any question, please, you can unmute yourself. Peter, are you already an intern or you want to sign up? You said yes. Is it that yes, you're an intern or you want to sign up? Okay, I think you say yes that you're in the community. You can unmute yourself though, Peter, in case you want to say anything. Oh, you're already an intern. Peter, how has been your Peter, I would like you to unmute. How has been the program for you?
Hello, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Peter.
Yeah, the program has been so wonderful.
Welcome to our midst.
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. When did you join?
August.
Oh, August. How has it been?
It's been so wonderful. Even the processes they taught us and all of that. In fact, I really appreciate it. Quite different
Oh,
from the theoretical part of it. Because currently I'm running I'm running my master's in project management.
oh,
Some of the
okay.
things I'm seeing already, in fact, they're amazing.
Oh,
They're
wow.
amazing. So I really appreciate.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Peter. I'm hoping that we can have one of your testimonials very soon, most especially when you complete your master's on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. So
Thank you. So, Sonny, what do you mean by what is the success rate of SOC? Can you explain, elaborate? You can unmute yourself.